I'm Cory with Details Home Services, and I wanted to spend a couple of minutes just telling you, a little bit about what we do, why I got into business, and I was going to do a how we're different, but got a very good suggestion last night from Melissa that said, we can do that. So I was in business for a long time in the IT business and wanted to do something for myself. So I started Details Home Services. We are a home improvement contractor, a Class A general contractor, and what we do is interior remodeling. We specialize in basements, bathrooms, kitchens, and I especially like kitchens because I'm a pretty good cook. And I like to share that passion with my clients and just do wonderful jobs helping them enjoy what I like to do as well, which is cook in a fabulous kitchen. It's one of the very, very big value areas of the home. It's a place where people, both family and friends, congregate and gather for any reason. Everybody's in the kitchen. So it should be a show place, and I like to make it so. We do more bathrooms than anything else because bathrooms are a little bit more affordable. 20 grand buys you a very nice bathroom. Typically, it doesn't buy you much of a kitchen or a basement. So just from an affordability standpoint, that's what we do most of. But we have a full set of handyman services where we just do minimal repairs around the house of this or that. And we also have a new product that we're rolling out, a new service called Total Home Care. And Total Home Care is a combination of repairs, remedial maintenance, preventive maintenance, and remodeling, where we take care of a client from start to finish and hopefully have a client for life. Why I wanted to do this is a little bit more personal. I've been involved with working with my hands for a very long time. I started off at the boys club and did woodworking and things like that. And I really like the sense of accomplishment of finishing up a project and having someone say that looks really nice or whatever. And so there's a lot of positive reinforcement that I get from this business. Starting a business in remodeling or any sort of construction trade, the first question becomes commercial versus residential. And I picked residential because residential has two elements going for it that I like. It's personal and it's emotional. You connect with people, and that's the best thing about this business is the people connections I've made. I've been in sales for a long time, and what makes it gratifying is the relationships you get with your clients, wherever they are. And that just gives me juice and makes me get up in the morning. I really enjoy creating some beauty in a home. I've done projects and people just go, wow, at the end, and it does it for me.
Well, I was really lucky when I found Cory. He happens to live a block away from me, but I didn't ever think of him, even though I drove past his beautiful red truck all the time. I was raised by a dad who really taught me that you do all of the work in your home by yourself, and there were three important principles. You had to stay on time, because your mom gets really mad. You have to stay on budget, because your mom gets mad again, and you have to do a job with integrity. And so it came time to renovate the bathroom in our house, and I said, okay, I can't do it, my husband can't do it, what am I going to do? And I heard about this guy, Cory, and everybody talked about how great he was. So he came into my home, and his personality immediately put me at ease and made me trust that I was going to have the project I wanted. And he came in on time, on budget, and I never had any fear about what he was doing. He did a great job in my home. I was happy to have him there, and I trusted him around my children. And so I can't recommend or thank Cory enough for the job he did.
Thank you for inviting me here, allowing me to be here. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm not a polished speaker. I'm just a homeowner who'll speak from the heart. We had some bathroom work that we needed done in our house, which was 20 years old. They weren't the bathrooms we had installed. We moved in, they were there, and we left them there for the 15 years or so that we've been living there. And Passover was coming, which if you know anything about Passover, it's a really big deal. And we had company coming also, and it was within a few weeks they were coming. And all of a sudden, my husband and I decided, let's get our bathrooms done, because we like to live on the edge. And through a referral, we found Cory, and I heard the word trust, and that factored into it a lot. We trusted, from what Cory said, that he had his heart and passion in what he did, and that he could get the job done for us in time for Passover and our company and our company coming to visit us. And he did, and it was a beautiful job. So we were very appreciative of that. Two other things I want to mention, and Cory also mentioned the process of how his company works. The team that came, they were just very pleasant to have around. And I work from home. I work for a global consulting company. I'm a teleworker, and there are certain conditions I have for my work environment. And there was a lot of respect on the part of the workers, and it was a lot of fun having them around too. I think relationships, which you also mentioned, factor in a lot in the process. And finally, the artistry that the workers showed. It wasn't just the skill that the people had in what they did to do the improvements in our bathrooms, but also the care, the talent, and as I said, the artistry. We had a tile pattern, for example, that was very abstract. It had lots of color variations, and when I asked the person who laid the tile how he decided what to put where, he explained how he kept the flow of the lines to keep a visual pattern going and made sure that the lighter tiles were in some of the corners so it wouldn't be too dark. And it just blew me away. So all of that, the artistry, the sensitivity to my needs of working at home, needing a quiet environment, interspersed with lots of music because we all had that in common. And the reliability and getting the job done on time and beautifully were what really sold me on Details Home Services.
I found Cory by cutting out the little ads in the back of the local newspapers, so people do read those. And I cut about out half dozen of them, and I put them in a file. I put them in a file and I kept them there. And when we were ready to do the work, I pulled them out and called the people. And Cory called me back, one of 6. So that was the first thing that made me think that he was going to be the type of person I wanted to work with. And then he came for his consultation, and the poor man walked into a hell of a mess because I had done a kitchen once before and I knew exactly what I wanted. This time he walked into what I knew I didn't want. I don't want all those little crevices in the cabinets that I have to clean. I don't want a floor that the dogs will get dirty. I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want the other thing. What do you want? I don't know. I just know what I don't want. And he was able to create an entire kitchen that is absolutely gorgeous. We have a very cookie-cutter home here in Northern Virginia, which a lot of people have, and he came in and gave us an absolutely, positively custom kitchen, while staying within budget, while giving me all the bells and whistles that I wanted. One of the things that I did kind of had an idea I wanted cabinetry, an entire wall of cabinets, but I don't want any door handles. And he managed to find the exact cabinetry, the people he surrounds himself with, the artistry. Everything about the process was wonderful. Now, one other little side note. I have 2 dogs, 110 pounds each. And Cory became so much a member of the family that he would come in the morning and take them out so that I didn't have to. He is just, the whole process was painless. And having done kitchens before, I know how painful they can be. There's not enough that I can say about him. I just wish we had more projects. Thank you very much.